Hey, so I'm working from home and I have to come up for air sometimes. Utterly data entry work. Um, I don't even know where I'm. I, I guess. Oh, what I was gonna say is this: is that someone mentioned. I think it was yesterday that um, guardians are like. Okay, so SJs, they're like dominant type. Um, Probably like 40% out of all the different varieties of types. Their temperaments, and but they were talking in terms of the functions, like people. So the functions of an extrovert intuition are the most predominant functions or function type, and so even amongst the more abstract types, and I'm sorry, like I'm still kind of waking up, so I'm probably not altogether in the way I'm communicating right now, but um, anyway, on the abstract side, if the internet's any indication, ENFPs are pretty much the most common, and intuition and the introverted sensing is, um, in their function set, their uh, primary four. Um, so anyway, I was like, yeah, that's pretty true, and that is why I felt so kind of different from a lot of people. um, and I realized that people with extroverted sensing. I mean, I think we're like 30% of the population, but still, that's like, and ESTPs are like, I mean, I've heard statistics from 4 to 7%, but um, it's just like the we look kind of stupid to other people because we take risks and do stupid stuff sometimes because we're not really thinking about the consequences very much, and um, that as being perceiving function. My brother is an ENFP, and he um, is a little bit more cautious and doesn't like uncleanliness and stuff like that. It really bugs him. And for me, I'm just like, things neat, but it doesn't really like bother me, like grate on me. That's more of introverted sensing kind of thing. Just a bunch of different stuff. It's like, yeah, it explains why I'm so like different from the majority of the population. And also, like, I noticed this morning, you know, I tend to be like really sometimes senselessly um, losing track of of time and like a sense of like this morning I was in the shower. The shower was like, okay, I need to hurry because I have only so much time before I have to clock in. But I was like just getting lost in the experience of taking a shower. I was like enjoying it so much. My mind was stuff like life, that background, somewhat background, but not totally. It's pretty predominant, but the introverted thinking is just kind of like the process just keeps running and running and running with racing thoughts. But overall, it's like I'm just like enjoying the experience of the shower, and then after a little bit, I was like snap back to reality. I'm like, oh, like I gotta hurry. But I was just like, that explains a lot. Cause like you know, my dad isn't. I'm pretty sure is an ENTJ. My mom is, I think, an ENFP. Um, and even ENTJs, like they have introverted sensing, kind of the third way down in their stack, mindful, and like my boss is. I'm pretty sure she's an ENTJ too, and she's always trying to like get me to be more disciplined in the way I use my time, more efficient. And I'm just like, yeah, I get that, and I've had to like really learn that discipline because um, I just like it's like okay, it's really hard for an SP to like really the fact that we like to play. It's like that is the way we breathe. Like if I'm doing something mindless for hours and hours, I just can't. I have to come up for air, and that's what a break is for. That's why I'm taking a break now. I just I like to try to postpone my break so I can space things out a little bit, but it's like, God, I got to stop. This is ridiculous. I know I have a difficult time with that, but like SBs especially have a difficult time with it. And Anyway, that's my little rant, I guess. I'll end it there, but I just had to. Blah, 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 blah. I'm very expressive, so I have to like talk a little bit, and I like not just text. You know, and like a lot of times in messages, I'll end up doing voice messages, and people get annoyed by that because I'm like piling voice messages on. I just have to talk for a bit, and that's kind of like the way I can breathe. And I think best by talking. Sometimes when I'm trying to process my own thoughts and stuff, try to figure myself out. Usually it helps when I'm just talking to friends, and then eventually I figure it out that way. Especially my INFJ friend, and they can provide some reflection in it. And then like sometimes their advice is kind of weird, or their reflection is kind of strange to me. I sit there and reflect on it and be like, okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But anyway, the mirror for me. Yeah, I think I'm good now. All right, catch you guys later.